Efficiency in production has been continuously improving. So we have a very mesmerizing kind of diversity and abundance in the choices available to us. You visit the market and there is so much available for you to consume. Now, so that you can consume, the producers have very cunningly instilled in you a philosophy that consumption is the purpose of life. You see, if somebody keeps producing, that does not guarantee that the product will sell. When you produce, you have to produce the product and you also have to produce the consumer of the product, right? Only then you will make profits. Otherwise, the product will be there, nobody buys it, and you just run into losses. So, the producers have been very active in conditioning the entire population, and that's been happening across the world, all countries. That son, daughter, you exist to be happy, be happy, be happy. And how to be happy? Go have more. Have more, have more. Come on, buy. The supermarket will provide you happiness. The more you consume, the luckier you are. How to measure how great a nation is? Just look at the GDP. The emphasis that you put on GDP is a thing of philosophy. Do we see that? The philosophy that says that production and consumption is a measure of human welfare. So, even as you sit here, you very well know the kind of respect that you will allot to your batchmates or your seniors who get the fattest kind of placements, right? Right? Somebody who has been a total jerk all 4 years of BTech somehow lands one of those coveted jobs and he becomes a respectable fellow, does he not? Or does he not? What does that tell you about your internal philosophy? It says the measure of a man is his pocket. And that is not your philosophy. I pity the fact that that philosophy has been drilled into you by somebody else and you do not even know that. I look at my own batch. Some of the most ordinary and mediocre fellows from my batch are today somehow the most successful in monetary terms. It happens. You just incidentally have to be at the right place at the right time, and fortune can smile on you. That's quite possible. And by fortune, I mean the material kind of fortune, money, etc. And the kind of respect and attention these people command is terrible, absolutely terrible. You have no measure to assess the worth of a person except by his material acquisitions. And that's something you have been taught. Also, that's something that's found anyway in animals biologically. Don't animals love to acquire? But they acquire only to the extent of their biological need. Have you not seen ants carrying little sugar pieces, crystals? Yes? So even animals want to acquire, but not so much. The acquisitiveness that we see in human beings today is a result almost of a planned conspiracy. They are here, they are young, and catch them young. Indoctrinate them. Indoctrinate them in having more and more material possessions. So that's the first part. We are talking of suicides here. Now, not everybody can have all the material possessions, and the nature of material is such that it never comes to an end. irrespective of how much you have, having even more is possible. So the restlessness that we are born with remains as it is. You keep running after material. You never have enough material, irrespective of how successful you are. You never have enough of it. And so you remain restless. We are talking of suicides. See the connection. You have been told that you will come to peace and rest by having a lot of material. And material is something you can never have enough of. So you keep running all your life and still remain restless. See the relationship with suicide. The second factor. There is indeed a place where fulfillment is possible. That place is within us. And true self-knowledge was something that used to lead people to that place. But there has been a rush of cults in the last 50 to 100 years all over the world. The first thing that the cult leaders have emphatically propagated is that there is no need to read the old religious books. They keep saying, we do not read any books. I have not read, being a guru, I have not read any book. And you too need not read any book. Just listen to what I am saying. Just listen to what I am saying. Do not read the old books. The result is that people have been totally alienated from all that which was valuable in the ancient wisdom. And instead they have been given some bogus kind of religion. Most people today, if I talk of Hindus, let's say, they do not follow Hinduism. They might say they are Hindus, but they are actually following some cult or the other. It's just that the cult leaders are not honest enough and brave enough to simply declare that they have started a new religion of their own. Because if they do that, there will be a problem. So they don't say it's a new religion. They just say, no, no, no. But the fact is, they have taken people totally away from core spirituality. And core spirituality was something that could possibly give the peace every man is looking for since his birth. What happens when you take people away from core spirituality? The only possibility of getting peace and rest is aborted. See the relationship with suicide. These two things are working hand in hand. A pop philosophy that tells you that your measure is proportional to what you have. That the respect that you deserve does not depend on who you are. It depends on what you have. So that's one thing. And the second thing is demise of real spirituality. It's gone, finished. Instead, all kinds of little shops in the religious marketplace have mushroomed. These two factors have combined, and the result is a lot of neurosis. People don't just suddenly commit suicide. First of all, they are neurotic. First of all, there is terrible mental angst. One does not just go and jump into a well. One first of all passes through a terrible period of suffering. And that's when he decides it's better to end life so that the suffering can come to an end. And you must see who is responsible for this. The industrial production ethic and false religion. Forced consumption and false religion. You don't just consume. Mind you, you are being forced to consume. You are being told if you do not consume, you are a lesser man. The more you consume, the bigger you are, right? Why is USA the greatest country? Because it consumes the most of everything. Electricity, USA. Coal, USA. Steel, USA. You name it. The per capita consumption in the USA is the highest. Therefore, the USA is the big apple. So that's forced consumption being wrought upon you. And the second thing is false religion. False religion that has actively dominated true spirituality. False religion that is actively trying to finish off true spirituality. These two things.